Alrighty. Hi, Anna. Hi, everybody. Just regular things today, nothing special. So just go ahead and find a seat where you can really, take a few moments. Well, first, see if you can let your breath arrive before your thoughts. That's what I've been trying to do in any and all situations lately, just reminding myself breath first, then the thinking, then the rest of the things. And just going still with this sort of theme of autumn, working the lungs and large intestine meridians with a real emphasis on clearing, on clarity. And some of you heard me talk about this before that in the West we think about spring as the time for clearing, but in Chinese medicine it's the fall is the time of clearing as nature is beautifully showing us. So, really, time for clarity, spaciousness. The image that I've had in my head all day is a field after the harvest. Just a great expanse where there's nothing left to do. The wind blows over it. It's just this beautiful, clear, crisp space, sort of gracefully descending into stillness. So for Nadi Shodhana, which we'll start with, you can take your hands, and I like to use this classical, it's called Mrigi Mudra or Vishnu Mudra, I think. So you tuck your first two fingers into your palm and you kind of zip your pinky and your fourth finger together, and it creates supposed to look like deer antlers. And which the deer all have their antlers right now. Happy full moon, also, by the way, full beaver moon tonight. But if this doesn't work for you, if it feels too complicated, we are not going for complicated. You can do this, whatever you like, really. The thing though is to not let it have a heaviness, but to let there be a sense of buoyancy, like the breath is clearing, it's spacious, it's freedom, it's not heavy. And so for me, it helps if I keep my wrist lifted when I'm doing the breath. So you can bring your hand in front of your nose, nice and easy breath in, let it sigh out the mouth. Let's do one more of those. A big full breath, expanding belly, filling the chest. And then a nice sigh all the way out. And when you're ready to breathe in again, gently cover the right nostril and breathe in through the left side. A smooth, slow belly breath. When you reach the top of the breath, hold for just a moment, both sides closed, and then breathe out through the right side. You can close both at the bottom just momentarily, nothing stressful. And then inhale through the right side. When you're full, you hold. And then you empty through the left side. You got it. And keep going like that. There's the pause. And then inhale left. You can go at your own pace. If you feel inspired to lengthen the pauses, to have a little brief sort of liminal moment in the space between the inhale and the exhale and the inhale, please do. Feeling the breath cleansing and clearing. We'll finish on the left side, so starting and ending with the yin side appropriately. So whenever you empty through the left nostril, that's the end. You can let your hand drop and just perhaps feeling a little more space in the body, a little more stillness in the body, mind, heart. And then we'll take a butterfly as our first pose today, and no rush to get there. So you'll bring your feet together. Kitty. Your knees open. Any props, if it feels like it pulls on your groin, put something underneath your knees. If you want to add sensation, you can always put something underneath your feet, like a bolster or a block. You can put things to lean on, as we often do in a forward bend. If the floor is very far away, it feels like, then you can add some structure to rest upon. And then like a leaf curling inward and gently falling. That's you. Start to curl yourself over your legs. And just to imagine yourself as one of the many leaves falling, falling gently and softly to the forest floor. And we're going to hold our nervous system's hand tonight. A lot happening, right? A lot of noise, a lot of grief, a lot of urgency. And, that really sort of gets carried in our nervous system. So follow a long breath out. And you might even breathe through your nose and just gently purse your lips as you exhale, and let the breath drip out really slowly through those tiny pursed lips. Great signal to your nervous system that things are going to be okay. Continue to settle, to sink, to really soften into a place of quiet repair. Notice if you wander away from your body, and just gently come back to your breath. Every time we return to the breath, every time we soften again, it's a small but powerful action that has ripples out into our lives. So return and soften. We'll take one more minute here, really trusting gravity, feeling gravity as Earth's invitation to rest. Last few moments here. Imagine that your hips are like soil that softens so that the roots can breathe. Let your roots breathe. And we'll slowly come out. You don't even have to move just yet. Kind of let the movement find you when it's ready. Coming for the rebound, which is really where the magic happens. The alchemy of yin, you might say, is in the rebound. And so as you come up, you might sit, see if there's any inspiration to some gentle movement, or maybe just sitting. You can stretch your legs out. You can take a little wiper side to side, slow. Try to keep the stillness of the pose with you, even through the transition. I'm going to stay in this mode for a moment here. If you've got a prop, now might be the time if you want a bolster, a block, or something. We're going to take a dragonfly a couple of ways. So we're going to start with a lateral dragonfly to one side. So lots of options. You don't have to move just yet. I'll show you. I like to put my prop on the outside of my leg to lean on. Other arm can drape overhead. It can drape behind your back. It's really nice behind the back, I think. But really, you'll find your way here. Anything sort of goes. And then we're going to spend a minute in the middle. We'll go to the other side and then another minute in the middle to complete our dragonfly journey. So set yourself up well, as many or as few props as you like. Preparing for a side bend, yeah. And you can pile things up if you want. You can pile blocks on top, bolsters on top of blocks, or anything you like. And then leaning over to one side. So you just find a place that works for you. The support could be in front of the leg. It could even be on top of the leg. It's kind of nice to have a bolster adding a real bit of weight, some real earthiness onto that leg. Let your head drape if that's okay with your neck over to the side. And then find a place for that outside arm. Could be overhead, behind the back, or really anywhere. You can even leave it on your thigh because it's the spine that we're really working on here. Although, since we are doing lungs and large intestine, it's nice to add the arm, a little more upper body. And know, of course, that it is not illegal to change your shape, to change your mind if you need to do so. And I know this is slightly awkward one, right? Maybe not quite as easeful as some of the others. So can you make yourself a little more comfortable here? Mhm. Nothing to hold, nothing to manage, nothing to fix, just this continuous process of softening from the center outward. Your ribs be like branches on the ever thinning trees, branches that the sunlight can stream through. Half a minute more here. How can you use this half a minute to give yourself relief, refuge, repair? It's up to you. A couple ways we could transition. If you like, you could come up to sit tall first, or if you prefer, you can stay in the fold and just steer it towards the center of your legs. So, up to you, no right or wrong. Either way is fine. See what your body asks of you. When you ask it, dear body, do you want to sit up or you just want to stay melted? What would it like? Yeah. And at some point, when the time is right, you'll fold through the center of your legs, like we did in the butterfly, like a little curled leaf floating downward your rounded spine, your soft edges. Imagine settling into a soft pile of leaves on the forest floor. Imagine your whole body sinking deeper into the surface beneath you, sinking another inch into the earth that holds you. Take it over to the other side. Where this, there's the same invitation here. You could stay low and just crawl your way to the other leg, or you could raise your spine, find a little moment of transition before you head over to the side bend on the other side. You got all the time you need. You can move your props to the other side. Yeah. Moving slowly. There's no urgency, nothing to chase, nothing to force, just graceful yielding. Feel the breath cleansing and clearing. Last few breaths in this side bend. Maybe you could find one more layer of loosening through the belly, through the legs, face, mouth, cheeks, tongue. And then one more time, we'll go through the center so you can either float upwards and have a pause, recalibrate, or you can stay low and just sort of crawl your way through the middle. You've got all the time that you need to make your way into a fold through center with a soft, soft, rounded spine. Soft and steady. Picture yourself as that field after the harvest. Your body just wide open, spacious. Nothing to hold, just the quiet expanse. Feel like autumn fall is like Earth's exhale. Like Earth is breathing out and inviting us to do the same. Resting in the quiet of the Earth's exhale for a few more breaths here. And carrying the quiet with you as you come out. You can either rest or move. If you're moving, just let the movement find you when it's ready. Feeling the afterglow. Feeling the chi that's been stirred up, and now it gets to flow freely like rivers of energy running through your body. So if you have rivers of gold inside you disguised as blood, I'm going to take it down for a couple of poses on our backs. We'll take a banana first. And we're going to do two shapes. Are we doing two shapes? Hang on. Yeah, we are doing two shapes. So a banana and a twist, and then a banana and a twist on the other side. So we'll go to the right side just so it's a little easier if we all stay on the same side. So you're stretched out long, and then right leg slides over, left leg can cross on top or beneath. And then you scoot your upper body in that same gentle curve. I love to hold opposite elbows, or lately I've been actually really enjoying hands clasped right around the base of the skull. So that's an option too. You can let your arms dangle, anything at all with the arms. The main event here is again the spinal column. Add any props on top of you, especially to the left side, body, left hip, if you want to add some weight and increase that lovely gravity moving down through you. That's it. And then feeling your points of contact with the earth. Those are your roots. And you can really yield through those points. Let your roots soften downward. Continue sinking, falling, yielding to gravity, melting into the earth like leaves melting into the forest floor. And take a little journey through your body here, starting with your face. Allow the muscles of your face to soften, your eyes to feel heavy and sinking, forehead, temples soft, back of the head soft and sinking, whole head releasing into the earth, soft throat, chest, and both shoulders emptying downward, front ribs softening towards the back ribs, heart melting like liquid pouring down into the earth between your back ribs. Your organs settling towards the back of the body. Your whole torso sinking a little heavier. And the soil of your hips, the soft soil of the hips, loosening, melting into the earth. And the great heavy creatures of your legs, sinking deeper and deeper. The heels, the feet, the whole body, sinking one more inch into the ground. So when we transition, we'll keep the part of the body that's stretched and open, that's going to face the sky. And the part that's more compressed is going to roll onto the ground. So you'll roll into a fetal position towards the side of the body that was compressed, the inside edge of your banana, and just pausing in a little tiny ball on your side for a moment, feeling the soft expanse of your side body, like the sky itself, open and spacious. The warmth of the other side pressed against the earth. And then turn this, when you're ready, into a twist. And you could do so by fanning the chest open and draping your top arm back. And you can add any props if you want to slide something between the legs or under the legs, please do. Under the arm if that feels right, on top of you. Take the time that it takes to get this just right so that you can really soften into it, that there's enough ease for you to let go. Muscle loosening from bone and bones melting into the ground. Allow each breath to smooth the edges of your body. Twists are such wonderful tension relievers. So as you breathe out, you can imagine layers of tension just sloughing off like a hard shell. It's been around us that starts to fall off. Tension falling out of our joints, out of the pores, out of your skeleton. We'll come out now and I invite you, if it feels good, just to rest in a little mini Shavasana. Just feel your body quietly humming. But if there's some movement that you really long for, your body is always the best teacher. Everything I offer is just suggestion. So we'll take a few moments to rest in the hum of your aliveness. Try to stay with the hum instead of words or thoughts. Notice any warmth, any places of tingling. Notice what might be speaking to you a little louder in your body. Notice what feels good. And then we will banana our way over to the other side. Take your props with you. Yeah. And you create that same lovely curve, like a willow branch bending in the breeze, really supple and curvy. Take as long as you need to find your place. And when you do, then you gently relax, resettle. settling into quiet repair. Breathe through your side body here. Breathe through it like wind weaving through tall grasses, clearing, spacious. You might release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Bring awareness to your face, your jaw. Let them soften and smooth. Give the weight of your head to gravity. Smooth your brow. Bring your attention to your shoulders, your arms, releasing any strain in the arms. Feel your lungs, one side opening really big, a full wave of breath rippling through the intercostal muscles. Feel the graceful arc of your spine, the soft, quiet river of your spine. Soften the skin and the muscles around your waist, your belly, your hips, your pelvis. Breathe a little earthiness into the side of the pelvis that might want to curl away from the ground. Allow it to sink down. Invite your low belly, your sacrum to relax. Let your legs soften to heavy swaths of fabric like the heaviest velvet, resting, easy. Let gravity take what it will. Let your ankles soften, your feet. And your whole body. Feeling the aliveness, the weight of your whole body on the planet. And we'll take this pose over to the little fetal curled up position, little curled up leaf on the forest floor. So you'll roll onto the side that was shorter, keeping the outer side of your banana facing the sky, spacious, quiet. Pose is gone, but the echo, it still vibrates through you. And when it gets quiet and you feel like you're ready, you can come into your twist. Feel the gentle ringing out here, your organs softening, releasing, your spine gently spiraling. These last few moments here, really ride your out breath all the way out into stillness. Follow the out breath to a stillness that's like the forest after the leaves have fallen, gentle and quiet. And then we will come out of this one to spend a few moments resting and really reaping the benefit of repair and restoration. So you can undo your twist, gather props if you like for a Shavasana. Carrying the quiet, stay with the quiet, slow and steady as you transition. Or river of your body into the earth and let the alchemy of yin happen now, the magic of restoration, of repair, balance. And keep resting if that's what your body craves. Otherwise, maybe a tiny little bit of movement in the toes, the fingers. Let movement find you. And keep carrying the stillness as you make your way back. Feeling what a lovely thing you did for your nervous system. And you can bring your palms together. I'll chant us out with an Om. Om. Thank you, friend.